And you guys, I trust, can get through your warm-up while I explain these exercises. So 4 exercises we're going to do for 20 reps each time are going to be prisoner squats to start. Sorry guys, I need to, okay. So our hands go behind our head. This engages our lats, engages our core, feet shoulder width apart, weight in our heels, and we just sit back. So just a squat, body weight squat, hands behind our back. You'll do 20 reps of those. Then we'll grab our dumbbells. You can use 1 or 2 here. And I know you guys know how to do these because I do them lots. But we start by hinging at our hips and think about making these a leg and core movement. It's not really a shoulder, but we lengthen our hamstrings as our hips go back, and then we snap our hamstrings and glutes forward and out to swing those kettlebell or dumbbells, whatever you have to use. 20 of those. From there, we go into our shoulder taps. So it'll be our good high plank position. Hands corkscrewed into the ground, butt down, pushing through your heels, and tapping our shoulders. We're just gonna do 20 total, try to keep ourselves nice and level. And then the last exercise of that gray square is gonna be leg reach out. So we're gonna put ourselves in kind of a V-up position. So from sitting up straight, we're gonna lean back. This is you're gonna feel engage your core. And then you can put your hands down. You can adjust the intensity here by how much weight you put in your hands. Obviously, I want you to load more weight in your core and not rely on holding yourself up as much. But then we're just gonna reach our legs straight out and tuck in. Out and in, out and in. 20 of those. So that's gonna be the start of every single round. Then the first round, I think the number is 8 for everything. So we're gonna do 8 burpees. So we jump up, hands on the ground, jump or step our feet back, push up if you want. You don't have to. Jump or step your feet up, jump. That's 1, 8 of those. After that, we'll grab our dumbbells for bicep curls. Elbows will be in tight to our side, shoulders back and down. Core stays engaged for this. And we just do 8 simple curls by our side. Then we have reverse lunge with a high kick. You can hold the weight for this. You cannot. We're just gonna lunge back, kick forward. We're gonna do alternating, and I know I said 8 each, but we're gonna do alternating 8 total. And the last one, a hamstring curl. We haven't done this one before, but we're gonna be on our stomach, and you're gonna put your weight between your feet. So you're gonna be holding your weight with your feet, laying out, and then all we're gonna do is use our hamstrings to curl the weight up to our butt. So 8 of those, then we'll end up back at the top for 8 burpees, going through, I think the box is yellow. I printed the thing out in black and white, so now I can't see, but box 1. As long as the 8-minute lasts. Sound okay? I will give you guys about another minute to warm up because I can't really see where everyone is. But don't forget your hip hinges, your squats, whatever you need to get yourself nice and loose. So it's, remember, 4 rounds of 8 minutes, and then it'll be 1 round of just that gray box. All right, let's do it. So your pace doesn't have to stay on with me for these 20 reps of the gray. Obviously, the quicker you get through it, the quicker you get to the box 1, and the more rounds you can get through there. If it takes you a little bit longer, that's okay. But just make sure that you're controlling your tempo, controlling your body. Focus more, obviously. We always want you to focus more on quality of your reps and making sure you maintain good form. But anyway, let's start. We have 8 minutes and we're on the clock. So you have 20 prisoner squats, followed by 20 dumbbell swings. Make sure here you're lowering your hips to get those thighs parallel to the ground. We're going to get tired of these first 4 exercises by the end of the workout because we're doing 100 reps of them. I lost count, but I think okay, see? Good thing there are jeans here. Then we'll grab our weights. We have dumbbell swings. Being explosive, you're still warming yourself up here, but this is a good full body. Really is gonna get the blood flowing for you. After these, we're in a high plank with our shoulder taps for 20 reps of those. Pushing through your shoulders. Try to minimize movement between your hips, shifting side to side. And after that, we flip onto our butt for 20 leg reach outs. Now, with these, the more you can lower, get your whole body flat to the ground, the more difficult they'll be. Whew. This is gonna get hard. Really reach those legs out. And then after you finish that, we move into square one. Burpees, bicep curls, reverse lunge to kick, and hamstring curls. 8 is the magic number. And really push yourself. We're at 5 minutes. And I'm not doing a push-up, but that doesn't mean you can't. Then we grab our weights, bicep curls, shoulders are back and down, elbows are in tight. Lower those weights all the way to the ground, well, not to the ground, to your side, and let them hang. I don't want you using momentum. Whew. Reverse lunge with a kick, 8 alternating. On our lunge, make sure that front knee doesn't shift over your toes, protect it a little bit. Feet stay about shoulder width. As you step back, keep you on balance. Then after those, squeeze that dumbbell between your feet and curl it up to your butt. Think about those hamstrings pulling that weight for you. And then also slowly returning that weight back. You're really gonna feel that as you lower that weight. You don't let gravity. Need help? If you put it between like, yep, right here. See how that feels. And then we're back to the top for burpees. Better? Okay. We still have 2 minutes and 50 seconds of this. And we're sticking with 8. Keep it moving. We should be able to get through about 3 rounds of this. After curls, we have lunges with kicks. And please, please know that you can control your tempo here. I want you, if you can, to work ahead of me. Push yourself. If you fall a little bit behind, that's okay too. Remember, it's always your workout. You're gonna get out of it what you've put into it. After a lunge with kicks, we have hamstring curls. Think about that part of the body that's working for you here. We're almost through. Woo-hoo. 1 more minute here, and we're going into that 3rd round with burpees. See if you can jump a little bit higher, move a little bit quicker. Maybe you add the push-up. Just keep yourself moving. "20 more seconds of intense work here. And we have about a 90-second recovery. It's 2 minutes. And relax. Oofda. All right. Round 1 of 4 rounds, just like that. Done, 25% done. Grab some water. Whew. Take some deep breaths. You need to recover. I'm going to explain the next group of exercises. We have skater jumps, jumping side to side. We're jumping each way 8 times, so double count 8 or 16 jumps. Touch the ground if you want, just jump if you want. You can control the intensity here. Then we grab our weight and we have split stance RDLs. So we've done RDLs, we know where we're targeting, except this time both our feet are gonna stay on the ground. So my right leg's gonna be forward, slight bend in my leg, and just like always, I lower with a core engaged, shoulders pulled back, strong back, and feel that pull. You're gonna feel it in both your hamstrings, just as low as feels comfortable. And then I snap my hamstrings and glutes to stand me back up. So most of your weight should be in your front leg. We've done this exercise up a little bit with single leg RDLs, but we're gonna be working both legs. So you're gonna do 8 with your right leg forward, 8 with your left leg forward. I feel like I said the same leg, but no, I'm not sure. Then, sorry, final exercise. We are doing reverse fly. So we're hinged at our hips, our hamstrings are lengthened, slight bend in our knee, palms towards each other, and we fly back. I want you to think about pulling from low in your shoulder blades here. So our tendency is gonna kind of want to raise up through our traps. So you'll go like this. That's not the movement. You're pulling your arms straight back from that teed out position, and think about squeezing between your shoulder blades. they're at the bottom, okay? So first we have those 4 exercises that we've already done. Prisoner squats, dumbbell swings, shoulder taps, leg reach outs. 20 of each. As soon as you're through that, then you can dive in to the skaters and such, okay? So we are off. 20 prisoner squats. Weight in your heels, resistance in your inner thighs, keeping those knees from tracking in. We actually want them to go out just a little bit. You can push your pace here. You should be feeling nice and warm after that. After these, we have our dumbbell swings. Again, we're hinging at our hips, lengthening our hamstrings. We're not squatting. Getting full hip extension at the top of these. These are great cardio workout and also strength. After these, high plank, shoulder taps. Woo! Here's a really good exercise to push your tempo. Butt stays down. The quicker you do those shoulder taps, the more difficult they're gonna be. That's gonna decrease your stability and force you to fire that core more. Pull those knees into your chest with power, authority. When we finish these, we hop up for skaters. 8 each way. Woo! Make sure you're jumping the same distance each time, pushing off that leg. And then grab. You can do this with one weight if your weights are a little bit heavier, or you can definitely do it with 2. Weights stay close to your shin. Push through that front heel as you stand up. Take this one nice and slow. Feel the resistance build as you're bending over. And then feel all that tension you've built be used to snap yourself upright through your hamstrings and your glutes. Your feet may be a little bit narrower than shoulder width here. And your back toe should be in line with your front heel. Again, this is a hip movement, not a knee movement. And from there, we have our flies. Think about staying out of your traps here and in through your mid-back muscles, squeezing your scapulas Together. Then back to the top. Skaters. Push yourself here. Get that heart rate up. Whew. Chest stays broad, shoulders are back. As we lower and raise. Pushing through that front heel. Push it into the ground to give you something to work against to stand. You're gonna feel as you push through your heel, it's gonna engage both your quad and your hamstring and get that full leg to activate for you. Once you finish both legs, we're doing flies. Again. Control those weights down too. We're working at both ends of the movement. Holy shnikes, those are heavy. Thought I could step up my weights today. Shouldn't have. Then skaters. Going to one weight. Maybe this last round, we try to speed it up. Get those muscles firing a little bit quicker for us. Pushing through your heel. Think about the area of the body you're feeling. That hamstring, that glute. Ten more seconds. Push yourself through the time. We're going until it dings. Oh, I skipped flies. I was just feeling crazy, but who cares? We're done. Woo! 50% done with most of the workout. So, square three. This time, jumping jacks. We're just doing your standard jumping jacks, but think about making yourself big. So I don't want your hands bent here close to you. Jump those feet out. Wave those arms, stretch them out as far as you can. For 8 jumping jacks. 8's the theme. Then we have a half kneeling shoulder press. So we're in a half kneel. But with this, I want you to pull that hip forward of the knee that's down. Weight goes in that hand. We engage our core a lot here because we're doing a unilateral movement. So then we just press straight up, control down. I don't want to see you bending, squeezing that side to try and lift that weight. The core is engaged, holding you centered as we squeeze one on one side, one on the other. And then the final exercise is a roll-up reach. So we will be all the way down on our back to start. Hands are over our head. We engage with our lats to pull them even with our chest. Then we tuck our chin, and we're just doing a full roll up and reach to our toes, and then we're returning down. But When we return down, we do it slowly. Whew. And in control. So belly button's tucked into your spine. And you slowly, slowly, slowly control yourself down. I don't want you flopping down. I want you to control it. Arms go up, reach, curl, roll, back down, nice and slow. Woo, I started to shake at the end of that one. Try to keep your legs on the ground the whole time on that. We're gonna wanna use momentum and go, whew, but legs stay glued to the ground. 8 of everything except the beginning. We have 20 of those 4 movements, and we start them right now. 20 squats. So here we're really starting to pick up our speed. You should feel comfortable, especially with these first 4 movements. Whew. Grab your dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you got, and hinge and snap. Weight should stay in your heels even when we swing forward, because that is telling me you're pushing through those glutes, hamstrings, and you're not letting the weight carry you onto the balls of your feet, maybe onto your toes. No. High plank shoulder taps. Keep your plank position here. And then our little core burn. Push yourself here. Lay yourself out as far as you can. We got this. And then use that core to pull you into a little ball. But once you've done 20 each, jump it up into jumping jacks, my friends. Make yourself big. Feel powerful in those movements. I know it's a very elementary movement, but being able to powerfully move your body weight is a good indication of strength. Then we're in our half kneeling shoulder press. For people that were with me on Monday when we were doing one of 8 million wall sits, I talked about how we can think of core engagement even on exercises that aren't intended for our core by pulling that belly button in, wrapping the deepest part of our abs, and thinking about zipping the very bottom of our rib cage together. This is a great movement to think about that stabilization and then pushing your shoulders out from that. From there, we have, what do we have? Our roll-up reach things. So sit back, arms overhead. Engage your lats to pull them over your chest. I want you to take a second to pause there before you slowly reach up and lower. These should burn. You're not using momentum on any part of these. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower. Heads at the last thing down. you should feel a C shape in your spine. And especially as you lower, you should feel like your belly button is sinking into your spine. Unless you feel more comfortable. 8 of these. I kind of lost count. Sorry, guys. But after these, we hop up for jumping jacks. I feel like I've done closer to 18, but I have no idea. Maybe not. You're becoming big with your jumping jacks. Then we have our half kneeling press again. Hips pull forward, belly button's pulled in. You can push energy out the opposite fingers here. You're gonna feel that get nice core engagement if you push out through your hand. If you feel comfortable, you can increase your tempo, but remember the focus there is stabilization in our core. Then back on our backs for our roll-ups. Nice, slow, in control. These should not feel easy. You're not just flailing yourself up. You're pulling your core so hard, thinking about pulling from your armpits down to your hips, that it's forcing you to roll up. And then doing just the opposite to return back down. My legs are starting to lift off the ground because I'm getting tired. We have 1 more minute here. Continuing to push yourself. Hip forward, shoulders stacked on top of hips. Almost there. And relax. Woo! On to our 4th of 5 rounds. We're almost done. So this time we have jump lunges. Couple variations you can take here, but we'll all start the same. We're gonna start with your feet shoulder width apart, step back and lunge. So first, the most difficult one from this lunge is gonna be just jumping and switching your feet in the air and landing in that lunge. We're doing 8 total, not 8 each leg, so 8 total. If that's too much for ankles, knees, hips, anything, you can just push up and do alternating step back lunges. Try and be powerful, explosive on the movement up. From there, we have 8 renegade rows. So we'll have our hands under shoulders in our good high plank position, always the option to lower your knees. And all we're doing is alternating rows here. Keeping elbows in tight to your ribs, 8 of each. From there, we're just gonna do frog hop hammer curls. So our feet will come out wide of the hammers. We'll kind of hinge ourselves to sitting upright, do a hammer curl, weight goes back down, feet go out, feet come in, curl, down, in, out, up, curl, down. That's the movement 8 times. Last one, our reverse kneeling plank things, another thing I don't have a name for, but ab workout. We're on our knees, shoulder width apart, hips forward. You're gonna feel your hip flexors start to work, core start to work. Then what we do is we lower, keeping tension in our hamstrings, in our core, back, 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 as far as we can go, pull ourselves up. So, stay nice and firm from your shoulders to your knees, and then we're just using our knees then as a focal point. You're gonna feel that everywhere, hamstrings, quads, core. So 8 of those as far as is comfortable. And this is our last mega round. So we start with our gray box on the left, 20 reps, squats, swings, shoulder taps, reach outs. Then we dive on into jump lunges, okay? So here we go, 20. We are almost done, you guys. Make sure you're getting good squat depth. Those elbows are pulled back. Then we grab our weights for swings. You're gonna wanna squat here because our legs are fatiguing. Don't let yourself feel as powerful here as you did in that beginning round. Push your body. Shoulder taps. Again, good place to push yourself. Try to decrease the time you spend on each hand. Ooh. Yeah, core's on fire here. But push through it. We got this. As we get into these deep reps, that's where we're really building our muscle. They're fatigued. We're working them a high amount of time in a repetitive movement. Jump lunges. Taking whatever variation you need. Then we're in high plank renegade rows. Again, option to do these on your knees. Then we have our little froggy hop curls. These are going to be a little leg burner here at the end. Whew, Lordy. After that, onto our knees. for those lean back plank things. Need help? So you're gonna kind of pull it out and twist it just a little bit. You're welcome. Sorry, guys. Keep pushing yourself. Once you finish these, you're in your jump lunges. Keep those hips forward on these lean backs and push yourself to go to where you're feeling those legs start to shake. Your core says, what the heck are you doing? Woo! Okay, to the top we go. Jump lunges. Good. Gosh, my legs are tired. Whew. Keep working, you guys. Almost there. It's mental at this point, right? Our body will take us through it if we let our mind tell yourself here, you can eliminate doubt. I don't care how fast you're doing it, as long as you're doing it. This last round, it's a little bit of a gut check for us, right? Push through. There's no sense in doing the first 3 rounds to not do this one right. Woo, woo, woo. We have 90 more seconds here. Oh my word. Keep going. We can do tough things. Proving it. We got it. One minute. Final minute, well, of this round. But this one has been tough. Whew. Feel strong here. Breathe through it. We're finishing through the time. You don't have to finish on your 8th rep. You just have to finish through the time, which is up. Hallelujah. I'm tired from that one. But we're not done. We have to get to our 100 reps of our last 4 exercises. So grab a quick drink of water. And then we go. Finish as you can. 20 squats, 20 swings, 20 shoulder taps, and 20 ab reach outs. Push yourself here. You got it. Whew. Best round here. It is the shortest. That's what makes it the best. But feel your best physically here, mentally. You're not cutting it short. Why the heck would you do 99 reps to not do the 100? Push yourself. And finally, your leg reach outs here. Last little core burnout. Give it that love it deserves, that it wants. Good. And when you're done, give yourself a pat on the back. Whew. We made it. And that one felt tough to me. Get some water towel off if you need it. And then we'll stretch out. We'll just do it on the floor if that keeps you down on the floor. Stay there. Give people about 30 more seconds to finish up, then we'll stretch you guys out. You're welcome. I'll keep you on the floor. When you're ready, we will start with our arms. Reach one across. Stretch through your back, shoulder. You can do some head rolls here. Maybe you nod yes, nod no. Switch your arms up. Excellent. Now we're going to tricep. Reach back behind you. That arm goes down your back. Switch arms. Excellent. Shake those out. Now I just want you to put your palms flat on the ground behind you. Push through your palms, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulders, drop your head back. Feel a nice stretch down through your arms, out through your chest. Good. Now we'll walk our hands out in front of us. Reach them out. Try to lower that head to the ground if you can. I can't. Feel that stretch again, out through your fingertips, in through your legs. And we will roll up and put ourselves into butterfly. Soles of your feet together. Elbows go to inner thighs. Push those knees down. Stretch those hips out. Whew. Reach your feet out. Do a little spinal rotation, so we'll cross one foot over. Opposite arm goes to the outside of that leg. Twist to see the back wall. You can get yourself to twist a little bit more here if you think about applying equal pressure from your elbow to the outside of that knee, really creating tension through that spine. And relax, come up out of that, go the other way. Need help? It's tricky. All right, you got it? Okay. And we'll come up out of that and lay back on our back. Start with our figure 4, ankle over your knee. If you need a little bit more, you can pull that knee into your chest. Whew. And we'll switch. And we'll come out of that. Both feet together on the ground. Knees open up wide in opposite direction. And think about some weights dangling off those. Feel a good stretch through your hips, especially the front of them, which we tend to engage a lot while we do our core work. Now, zip it all up, pull those knees into your chest. For an egg, you can tuck your chin and lift it to your forehead to your knees. Roll around a little bit here. Squeeze yourself really, really tight. Feel like a big ball of tension. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax out of that. Final stretch like we always do. Knees together, thighs together, ankles together. 90 degrees at your knees, knees in line with hips, ankles in line with knees, arms teed out. We rotate side to side. Nice and slowly. Feel rotation in our spine. Letting go of any tension we've got in there. And feel a good long stretch from the top of one side of your shoulders down across your spine through the outside of the hip of the other. Thank you guys for coming. As always, please, please stretch more, especially those leggies and your low back. But thanks for coming. I hope you guys enjoy your Friday and your weekend, and we'll see you Monday.